Hey guys, it's Mac here from Cryptstar Staking, and today I want to introduce you to one of my favorite Tezos projects. It's called Tezotopia by Gift.Games, and Tezotopia is an NFT game where you get NFT lands. You can stake those lands to get certain resources such as minerals, unobtainium, and energy, and you can use these minerals to go ahead and build units, or you can use them to build artifacts and things like that on top of your land, and then you can use the units that you build to go ahead and battle other Tezotopian people, other people playing the game, and you can battle them to earn reward chests and things like that, which has resources as well as rare artifacts that you can either sell in the marketplace or you can keep them and upgrade your land. Now we're going to have an interview with Joab. He is the founder and CEO of Gift.Games. He created Tezotopia, and make sure you pay attention. At the very end of the video, I'm going to have a very special secret information that is being leaked to you on how to get a airdrop of unobtainium coming up later this weekend. So make sure you pay attention all the way to the end of the video so you can go ahead and get that special information and get your own airdrop of unobtainium so you can start your own land on Tezotopia. Now, without more to do, let's get to the interview. Hey Joab, how's it going? Thank you for making time.
Great.
Thanks for making the time for the interview today, and I know you're a very busy man with the launch of the Tezotopia marketplace coming this week. To start our interview off today, I just wanted to ask you a little bit about your background and like where you're from, what are your hobbies, what crypto bags you're holding, and also what is the day in the life of the Tezotopia creator like?
Oh boy. Okay, let's go down the rundown. My background is in design, marketing, product design. So as you know, you've been there from the beginning. You know how Tezotopia kind of started off as an idea and grew from there. So I've been pretty fortunate in, kind of the trajectory of how it's come to be, and the community really standing behind the vision and helping us, push forward. And now we're launching a marketplace, and a couple of months, the whole game will be finished and wrapped up and out. So exciting stuff. Hobbies. Right now, I have no time for hobbies, Mac. I really, really have no time for hobbies. I'm very busy with this project. If I'm doing anything, I'm either going on a walk out and like a hike or something. But that's really the extent of a hobby at this point.
Where are you from?
Oh yeah, I am from Texas originally. I'm living in Michigan right now.
Okay.
But yeah, originally from Texas, in Michigan, hating the winters and the cold up here.
I heard it's freezing there.
I'm up here for about a year and a half now. My fiance is studying here, so Michigan it is for a little while, and then we're getting the hell out of here because it's too fucking cold. I don't know if I can cuss on this thing, but I did. And
Bleep it out later.
Okay, cool. Day in the life of a Tezotopia creator. Right now it's really finalizing and getting. I do all the design, all the UX, the UI for the marketplace. Make sure the team's motivated. Make sure the team's getting everything that they need as far as how the experience is going to look, or the interfaces. Working on the Tezotops, working on the units. We're adding different elements into the marketplace, such as artifacts. So making sure all those elements are in place when we launch the marketplace on August 7th. yeah, and really just creating, designing, constantly grinding on those things, and constantly, I'm pretty much, some community members have stepped up as community managers, but pretty much it's me answering questions on Telegram and making sure everyone's staying informed. So yeah, it's kind of a full-time job, more than full-time.
Yeah. I mean, you started off, it seemed kind of like a sort of a what do you call it, a fuzzy vision, and then as time went by, it seemed like the plan really solidified. Where did you get your inspiration from?
So it was like, maybe it was like probably a year ago when Yearn Finance was pumping and all these YF clones were popping up everywhere, and I followed one called YF Moonshot or something, and I ended up becoming close with the group, like a couple of other guys in that group, and we were like, oh, we should do something where it's like NFTs that actually yield resources and stuff. And I think the original name was like YFO, like UFO, YFO. And so the original idea was thought up way back when, and then I kind of touch with those guys, and I'm still gonna do this thing because it seems like that has great potential, and like not only making NFTs like have a use case and functional, but there's the DeFi element, the yield farming element, which makes it just all the more better. So yeah, it's been like a year-long journey, kind of trying to figure out how do we make this thing be real, and here we are, weeks away from it being real and in your hands.
Speaking of real in your hands, I actually have a short little clip that you sent me earlier with a promotional video. So I'm gonna go ahead and show that right now, so everyone can get an idea of what Tezotopia is gonna look like. Oh, wow, that was really, really nice video.
And we're back.
We're back. Wow. This thing is pretty amazing.
Oh,
how did you make that? Anyways, you just get it made by a third party, or did you render it yourself and everything?
Yeah, pretty much. It was made by a third party. A lot of the elements, some of it were created by, like, some of the interfaces you see that, but those are like old screens. So we need an updated promo video. Looking for a promo video guy.
Nice. There's I know a guy who does some rendering, but I'll have to talk to him. Maybe he does something like that.
I started doing pushing off all the like 3D stuff off to some other people because I had no time to be doing a lot of that, and yeah, and it's not my like specialty, so I'd rather have, and you're seeing the new models popping up on Twitter and Telegram, and they look 100 times better than anything I can do.
The new models look really amazing. I'm really excited to see what the new Tezotopian looks like.
You're obsessed with Tezotopia. What's the deal with that?
I don't know. I mean, I got like one of those collectibles. I was like really excited to see what's gonna happen. I was wondering, are you gonna incorporate some of the GIFs, like kind of moving pictures, in some of the NFTs?
Well, for the battles, there'll be GIFs that are triggered by the different moves that you make. So like depending on shooting or if you get hit or whatever, there will be animations based on your 3D model that'll get rendered.
Okay. So you're gonna use the currently rendered models and then kind of turn those into GIFs then, like shooting and stuff.
Yeah. So they'll be, I think, the quickest and easiest way to do it is using sprite sheets. So they'll render easily, using a JavaScript. And so getting the different instances of the 3D model on a sprite sheet, and then just letting that render. So it won't be true 3D, but it'll be using the 3D model, look 3D enough.
Yeah, it's fine for a browser-based experience. It should be good. Oh, another question, on the promotional video. Are you planning to have a storyline created? Are you hiring any story makers or anything like that to kind of get like a story of the Tezotopia world going?
So years ago, I used to run like an RPG forum, and I flirted with the idea of like maybe starting like a fan fiction RPG forum for people that hold their Tezotops, and maybe they can create the storyline themselves. And they are the kings of whatever they call their territories, and they can go off with the fan fiction. As far as like a story in itself, I know I kind of flirted with the idea. There's like some stuff in the intro, like it's like this high sounding, like, oh, the Tezosphere, the first block was born or whatever. Creating something right now that's not the what I want to spend my time on. But yeah, no, if there's people out there that want to create a Tezotopia storyline and how Tezotopia was born and all that, I am all for it, and will create a space for that, definitely, for the community to let their imagination run wild.
Awesome. And another question, a lot of people were wondering, why did you decide, when you were deciding to create this Tezotopia and your idea came about, why did you decide to use Tezos rather than some of the other blockchains like Ethereum or Matic?
Yeah, actually, I had Matic, XDAI, which are both layer 2s on Ethereum, and then Tezos. I think the more that I started researching the Tezos community and the NFT community, I really saw just like a robust infrastructure already in place that was not really getting used. And so, or like, people weren't really building on top of it as much as the potential was there. And so all the tools are there, all the documentation's there. It's just things need to get built. And so I was like, this is ripe, and you got a really hungry community and really involved community that wants new projects. It seemed like a no-brainer to me, and gas fees are just as low or lower than those layer 2s, and it was a no-brainer to just be like, all right, I'm going to Tezos. I'm gonna take a bet and bet on Tezos, and it was a great bet. So
yeah, I mean, the new upgrade coming up for Granada, it's going to be super fast transaction speed. Well, at least a lot faster than it is now. So people can get on your marketplace. Hopefully they'll be very low, network congestion compared to before. So yeah, very excited for the next upcoming weeks.
And it only just keeps getting better and better and keeps improving. So that's really the benefit of Tezos.
Yeah. Yep. Long term. That's what it is. Let me think. When can users start trading Teztops and collectibles on the open market? How is your marketplace going to work? Is the gift DAO going to be launched and then right away, and people gift DAO holders will get the like a share or whatever, the Uno whatever produced from the market? Can you pay in Tezos, or can you have to pay in gift DAO, or do you pay in Uno?
One question at a time, Mac.
Yeah, just all this stuff.
All right,
so
let's see. I got the dates here. So August 7th, the marketplace opens up. It's already up on testnet. Right now we're tweaking it, making sure it's running smoothly. Things that look funky are getting fixed, wording, all that fun stuff. August 7th, marketplace, that's our target date. Then we'll be launching Unobtainium on the 18th, and that'll go on Quipu Swap, and then early adopters that either had collectibles, or there's a list on the website of like who the early adopters are. Blocks 0 through 100 are getting an Uno drop. collectible holders, and people that participate in the August 7th marketplace launch. Then we'll backlog unobtainium and resources in September, and then on September 3rd, people will start have the ability, unlock the ability to start building buildings on their Tezotops, enhancing them. So what buildings will do is they allow you to unlock building land units, air units, or give you more multipliers for your resources, adding value to your essentially resource gathering for your Tezotops, or you can resell them with the buildings on top of them, etc. And then in October is the exciting one. October and December are both the exciting months. We'll launch a Tezotop builder, so you'll be able to use your unobtainium to swap your unobtainium to build your own Tezotop. So 0.5 unobtainium will be used to create your own Tezotop. There'll be a Tezotop designer, and you'll use artifacts on top of that, which the artifacts give you different multipliers for your Tezotop. And then you'll be able to sell your own Tezotops on the marketplace starting October, and half of what will make unobtainium deflationary is that half of that 0.25 will be burned for infinity, never to be seen again, and unobtainium will
It disappears.
Be a deflationary.
Tezotopia, what do you call it? Global warming? Is that right? It goes in the air and kills the atmosphere.
Yeah, maybe. And in December, we'll have the battles ready and enabled, so you'll be able to use those land units that you held onto and started producing, and start doing those battles. And in battles, you earn loot boxes and get more artifacts, so you can build better Tezotops, and you'll gain some unobtainium as well. And in the marketplace, I know we have several questions. In the marketplace, to start, we'll use Tezos to make all the transactions. The only transaction that you'll be using unobtainium for is to create your Tezotops. But it will all be Tezos based. And the GIF DAO, so right now, as it stands, 3% of the revenue share will go to GIF DAO holders, and there's different tiers, and that's yet to be announced. You heard it here first, folks. But that's yet to be announced.
You heard it here.
The different tiers of what you can do by holding or staking your GIF tokens. So it's at 3%, but it'll be in the hands of the GIF DAO governance protocol for them to vote a proposal to raise what the revenue share can be. But yeah, we'll be launching. Ansheet, our lead developer, and he does all our smart contracts. He seems confident that we can get our voting and proposals going live by like Q1 2022. So after everything we get done with Tezotopia, I think we're going to shift our focus onto making sure that all the proposals, and if we can do it before, I'm down to hire another smart contract developer that can churn that out for us, so voting and proposals can be done side by side as the Tezotopia marketplace and the Tezotopia game grows.
Okay. That's good. I was kind of wondering another thing. Do you have any plans to have Tezotopia translated into languages other besides English?
Yeah, so that's definitely on the roadmap. I want to see from analytical data, where we're getting, what the hot zones are, right? Where the people are coming from and playing the game. So we'll have a lot more of that data once we have our marketplace, and we'll make those decisions based on that. And then to attract new markets, obviously we'll do it with the more popular languages and people that are coming into Tezos, global community, as it grows, of course, we'll grow with it and incorporate those new languages.
Yeah, I mean, I know actually they ended up, they don't have any other languages besides English, but it seems like their main user base is like in the Philippines and Indonesia. But they just kind of fought through the English barrier because they're able to make like a daily, or they're able to make basically one of their paychecks just by working in this game. So I thought that was pretty interesting, and how the these games actually kind of broaden the economic scope, kind of
yeah,
these
this whole play
countries.
to earn model is really going to be, I think, the next game changer. I know we were chatting offline about like the different bubbles that have occurred, DeFi, NFTs, and then gaming with NFTs. And I think this play to earn thing is really going to be one of those next bubbles, but that might stick around essentially because you could buy land and invest in it, virtual land, and make money off of it, and essentially have that as your occupation.
Yeah, I mean, people have games now that they play on their phones all the time. That's basically like this, but you don't actually earn any real crypto from it. You're only able to spend money. So why wouldn't they want to like spend money to earn money, at least get some of that, have a chance to earn some of that money back, or be able to go between games with the currency that they earn from one game, and they can bring it to another game. I just think that'd be really, really interesting. I think you already answered my next question. What was it? When can we start minting Teztops? You said next month, right? On the
no, minting Teztops. So creating your own October 10th is our target date for that.
Okay. And what is your long-term goal for Tezotopia? Do you want to integrate it with other games? Do you have other expansions planned?
Ooh. Well, I think the long term of gift games in general is to keep creating more blockchain-based games. And as that vision grows and creating more games, I think Tezotopia is a perfect base because it's a world, and you can incorporate these different elements and different games that can run on a Tezotopia. So I feel like Tezotopia for me is kind of the base layer of what we can build on. And I didn't think it from the beginning, naming it Tezotopia with Tezos in the name, like, oh, there's going to be something there, and just let me name all these other games, different names that are not related to Tezos. But I think it has become appropriately named because Tezotopia can be like kind of an epicenter of blockchain games that Gift Games is doing, and there's Tezos based games on Tezotopia. So it has the potential to morph into something much bigger, and an ecosystem of blockchain games that can just continue to grow and continue to attract different crowds. And right now our focus of Tezotopia is kind of just being on desktop and browser based, but I know the next games we want to really be mobile first for the next games that we release. And those next games might be announced. I'm debating if I'm gonna announce them, in the next couple of months or at the beginning of the year when we have all the stuff for the gift out cemented. But if we are able to cement everything for gift out and voting proposals and all that, I'd love to announce the different ideas that we have going for new games.
Yeah, I mean, I totally love that idea of having a game on the mobile, having an iPhone app that you could download that connects to, KuCoin Wallet or whatever, and then you just switch between the browser for your payments or for your redeeming or whatever, and then you go back to the game, and the company, they get a revenue from the marketplace. However, the user's going to get a kickback depending on how much time they put in or things like that. I did also want to ask another question regarding third-party contracts, so you can actually lease your lands to people. Do you have a place in the timeline when you can go ahead and when you're planning to do this? I know there's a lot of people out there who want to buy land, but they don't necessarily have the the time to manage that land. But with Tezos, you have the really awesome like smart contracts, and you can just lease the use privileges to other people. So yeah.
Yeah, I know you brought that up in the chat, and I don't think we've put serious thought into it yet. But it is a great idea because it's land, and you can lease land and you can lease property in real life. Why not in virtual world? So no, something to consider, and something we will definitely put more thought into. Not saying that now we will do it, but it is something that we'll explore, Mac, and maybe we'll bring you in to chat about more like how that possibly even looks. But yeah, no, you can be landlord Mac.
Yeah. I mean, it's all part of those multi-sig contract things that's supposed to be great about these, these NFT tokens, and Tezos in general, having the ability to use Tezos to vote on the protocol changes, but also you use it to earn more Tez, and then you lease your governance privileges to the baker of your choice, and then in turn they run the bake shop for you. So I think that's going to be the future eventually. But I think Tezotopia is on a great track, and I'm extremely excited for this project. It's crazy how far you've come in just like 3 months. I mean,
yeah,
it's kind of like everything escalated and the community really got together. You managed to find like 2 really good devs, it seems like. So
yeah, we got a team of 4 right now.
Team of 4.
And and I constantly get hit up, for new talent that wants to join the Teztop team, and it's we might have a fifth soon. So I don't know.
Nice.
I've gotten really lucky with the developers that have joined the team, and really we couldn't gotten to this point without them, and they love it. They're churning it out, and I feel very blessed, not only with the devs, but also with the community just being incredibly supportive and bought into the vision early on when it was pretty murky. Like you said, it was pretty blurry vision, and then now it's just a lot more cemented, and I think more people are finding out about it now, and they're like, oh, am I too late? And no, absolutely, I don't think anyone's too late right now, because there's still only 100-something people in our chat room. Like, I can't imagine when the whole thing's functioning and you're building Tezotops and a word gets out, like really gets out. It'll be beneficial to all.
You've blazed the trail, and now other people can come and try and get their projects up and started. They kind of see how it works, and it's a little bit less of a mystery. So thank you for that, Joab. So it looks like our time is up today. Is there anything else you'd like to mention regarding Tezotopia, or anything else you'd like to say to your audience?
Sure. So we got the gift token IDO. It's happening mid-August, and that will probably run. I know Rocket. We're doing it through Rocket Launchpad, and they're doing their sell right now, their IDO or their other pre-sale or something. I don't know what they're wording it, but they got theirs running till August 15th, and then after that should be the gift token IDO, and that'll run for a week or so. But yeah, you have the KYC, and they got the information on their website, so it's rocketlaunchpad.io. So that's one big announcement, and then we got our Uno listing on August 18th on QuipuSwap. As promised, half of the sales are going into liquidity, so roughly around 30,000 Tezos will be paired with the Uno token. So yeah,
so over 100 over 100K. Oh, over 100K on either side, right? Dang, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Woo.
And if Tezos goes up, then even more. So yeah, so the token price is actually looking more than I thought. I originally said it was going to be like $90 US per Uno. It's looking more like 150 to 200, depending on if Tezos stays around this range or goes higher, then it'll be much higher. But yeah, so 150 or so per Uno.
Wow. So the listing price in Tez will be around 30 Uno. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Opposite. The listing price for Uno will be about 30 cents, right?
Yes. Yeah. You are correct.
There was a big point I wanted to point out, like a big topic. Sorry, I think I skipped that one. It seems like you had one of the biggest funded projects on Tezos. I don't know any other product that has managed to raise nearly as many funds as your project has. I was just wondering, what is the ballpark figure for the project funding? How much were you able to raise?
Yeah, it was a little over 200,000 or so, and then Tezos dropped. So early on, Tezos, when we first launched, Tezos was up to $7 or something like that, and then the price came tumbling down. But 200,000, anywhere from 175,000 to 200,000 is what we raised in USD. And then Alucarda, one of our dedicated community members, kind of helped me do the math and what it was. I wanted kind of a third party to keep me in check of, because I had promised, hey, I'm putting 50% of what we raised into it. And so Alu did the math, kind of helped me figure it out, and we came around somewhere around 55 to 60,000 Teslas. It's hard to tell because of the fees from Calumet, and then the royalties and the collectible selling. So some of the number might be anywhere between 55 to 60,000 Teslas that we raised, which is a lot. A matter of months since we did our land sales on May 4th, and it's now August 2nd. And yeah, so
yeah, and you still have more land, and you still have the marketplace coming up. I did hear you mention something about participating in the marketplace launch, and you receive an Uno airdrop. I haven't read anything about this in the past. What are the details regarding this?
Back over there licking his chops. Oh, what are the details? So on August 7th, it's called the Mercenary Market. That's what we're marketing it as, Mercenary Market. So every unit that you buy qualifies you for, and I'll get you the number, Mac. I'll get you the number. Let's see, Tezotopia.
That's what the Mercenary Market was. Okay. So you hear this, guys? This is top secret information.
Right here. Yeah. You better release it before the market, or else it's old news. 3 unobtainium per mercenary that you buy.
Ooh.
When the marketplace launches. So you get 3 unobtainium per mercenary that you.
You're like, okay, everybody, make sure that you participate in this marketplace launch this weekend. I think it's in 4 days. 4 days from now.
Yeah, August 7th. So depending on where in the world you are, it's
I'm in Japan. I think it's Saturday, right? Saturday.
5 days for me, but yes, 4 days for you.
Saturday. Okay.
Yeah, Saturday, and that's fingers crossed we do get to launch on the 7th. If not, I could probably see it being August 9th or so. But I'll put out more information this week and make sure everything's out there for everybody to know when it's going to happen.
I think Tezos is upgrading on the 6th, so it depends on how stable the network is at that point in time.
Yeah, because we need to test on Granada, test that, and make sure that everything's up to snuff.
Sometimes after the upgrade happens, a lot of nodes get out of sync for like a day or so. So should be good, but.
So we might have to push it off to the 9th or so. But more information will be out on that, and free Uno.
Free Uno, guys. Make sure you get that marketplace this weekend and get one of those little mercenaries, and you could be an early adopter and get rewarded. All right. Well, thank you for your time today, Joab. It was nice talking to you. And yeah, I think that's it.
Cool. Thanks, Mac. All right.
Thank you. Have a good one.